Welcome back everybody to another Beam.ng video, and today I'm going to test out what vehicles have the best crash physics. And today I will not be doing every single car, but I will be doing most of them. So I'm going to get the traction control started to 62 miles an hour, and we're going to try and get to this speed and crash into the wall. And okay, so that's the front for the ETK. And now we've got many more to go. Now we are going backwards in the ETK. Unfortunately, it only maxes out at 43 miles an hour, so we'll have to do a crash test there. And if I can shift it into first gear so we can see, it looks very smushed, to say the least. Okay, now we're going to do the side crash test. I'm going to go to the side at approximately miles an hour. Oh. Now I'm stuck. But that's not the important part. The important part is that the ETK is smooshed. Now we are in our next car, the Bronco Bastion, and it's going to be gentle. Oh geez. Okay, it's pretty decent. It got all the way to the engine, but that's not a bad thing. Okay. Now that is the closest I could possibly get to 60 miles an hour, and the engine locked up, which I'm really surprised. I think that the drive shaft must have pulled all the way to the engine. Where is it? It's right here. Okay. Now for the side. Crash test. 60 miles an hour and I don't think we can get out of this, but I'm gonna try anyway. Nope. This thing. The Bastion is smushed. Completely. It looks like a wedge at this point. Now we are in toll line, and we're going way over 60. Okay, it's actually not a totally bad result for being a Italian supercar from a while. Going through the backwards test, going about 60 miles an hour. And let's see if I can drive forward. I can. This is very bumpy, but if I can get past the bumpiness, it's not bad at all either. I barely got any damage. I'm saying engine oil critically low, so I think there might be an oil leak somewhere, but for the fact that this thing rammed 60 miles an hour into the back, and the interior is totally fine, the engine probably not fine, nothing here is probably fine, but if you consider that this thing actually did pretty good, side crash test, and 62 miles an hour, yeah, that is badly damaged. Wait, I wonder if I can get out of this one. Nope. Well, I mean, that is crushed, to say the least. Whoever would be there was probably dead. But that doesn't matter for this video, because we're just testing out the crash physics of all these vehicles, which is pretty good. I mean, it's a soft body physics game, so what can you expect? We're back in the tug rag, or back with the tug rag, 3 miles an hour, and we're back here, and rear drive shaft broke. Yes, I could see that. And the crash physics is not bad. It turned flat in the front, but I mean that's what's supposed to happen, and inside, totally fine. Okay, now for the backwards. It only goes 38 miles an hour, but you make use of those 38 miles an hour. And I mean, it's pretty decent. The roof bent, the doors bent inwards, chassis bent. Yep, I give this a plus as well. We are in the truck, and we are going to switch this tug rack. I have a bad feeling about it. My bad feeling was right. This thing smushed more than the past two vehicles we just tested. It has turned into a pancake. We are in the Pancake SPR4, and we're gonna see how this thing does. I expect this thing to do good, saying that's a more modern vehicle compared to everything else, and it drives quite surprisingly. It can drive still. Interior decent, still workable, and no one was injured. And the front is severely damaged, but I still got steering. I could see the suspension. This thing's also rear engine, so the engine's not up there. But I think the intercooler is. But nothing got damaged really. Okay, now we're coming in backwards with the SPR4. Okay. All I can say is that this thing sounds sick. The broken exhaust. Yeah. Shooting flames too. Damage. We broke the exhaust, and the engine is damaged a little bit. You can see it down there. But besides that, pretty good. The line up, and that, I think, is the worst damage we have seen so far. I mean, the engine, I think at this point we found out that they're indestructible. It's basically the only part that's completely standing, because it's smushed. Now we are on to the burnt side, and you may be saying, why the burnt side? Because I want to see it get destroyed, even though it's really slow. I don't even think it's going to get to 60 miles an hour. Here we go. I already broke the drive shaft. Oh, look at the fan. That's kind of cool. But that's a lot of damage. For the reverse. Reverse hit right here. 54 miles an hour. Inside. Very damaged. 60 miles an hour hit on the side. Let's see if I can back out of this. No, but that's not really what matters right now. What matters is the fact that the burnt side is dead. Now we are in the sunburst. We're gonna give it the beams, and we're gonna go 60 miles an hour. Whoa. Let's see if I can back away out of this. Rear wheels definitely doing their part. More damage than I expected. I definitely didn't expect it to be this damaged in here. Going backwards, it only goes 38, so we'll go 38 miles an hour into a wall. Inside, pretty good. The rear doors are a little smushed. Rear wheel slightly damaged, just the rear end. It's a good result for this thing. Okay, I'm going a little bit too fast. 60. I think this thing's a little broken. That is one of the worst damages I've seen so far. And this is what the driver would see if he wasn't dead. Which he probably is now. We are in the D series, and I'm not going to do the H series or the T series because, well, that's a lot of vehicles. Ooh. This sounds good. This thing sounds better with the exhaust broken than with. And then backwards, so just 60 miles an hour. This is one of the few vehicles ever made 60 miles an hour. Okay, so we broke the front drive shaft, but we can still drive because we still got a rear, which doesn't look like it's in very good condition, does it? I don't think the drive shaft is supposed to be inside the transfer case. For the T series, 60 miles an hour, and D series, no more. Literally is a little break. That is a lot of damage right there. The steering wheel is poking out the side, and the engine came out the side. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. We are in the bus, but not the rocket bus. This is just the regular bus. But you know what? We need more speed. It's more like it. Some pretty good crash physics. I mean, everyone is probably dead inside the bus already. The torpedoes can stop, yes. It's done enough damage. That is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Coming backwards, and this is incredibly slow backwards. I think the only thing we're going to do is maybe bend the JADOs. We'll be lucky if we even get some damage. Yeah, all we did was knock off the JADOs. That was not exciting. But you know what is exciting, though? A truck. We are in the truck. We are not going to 60 miles an hour, but close enough. Can I start up the engine? Yeah, it said engine torque reduced. I mean, the bus definitely sustained a lot of damage to the roof and everything, but I'm happy with that. So now, everybody, if you stuck along for this far, congratulations. Now, you get to see the fastest bird alive crash at 60. And she lives. She's a little broken, but if you count the fact that it still drives, engine still runs, and sounds as amazing ever, that's a good score. Now we're coming backwards. Climb. That wasn't a lot of damage. This thing still runs perfectly fine and still does pigeon stuff. Yeah, pigeons, the top part that everyone's been waiting for. The pigeon smush. Let's broke the engine. And the pigeon is a pigeon cake. Pancake. It has completely smushed itself, to say the least. It is obliterated. Well, if you guys liked today's video, please like the video and subscribe. If you want to see more videos like this, please tell me in the comment section down below. And if you guys have any ideas of what you want me to do, Also, tell me in the comment section below. I'm here to answer. Bye.